Hello and welcome to Light Waves by todderbert. In front of us is the Olight ArkPro. This is the Nebula Violet Edition. It is a multi-light source, everyday carry flat body flashlight with ultraviolet and green laser secondaries. You can find this retailing for $109.99 at Amazon USA and Olight.com. I'll have links down in the paid links section, so if you so desire the flashlight, just check them out. They'll be there in the comment section, video description. Yeah, awesome. So let's look at the box. Pretty cool. Olight, rethink light, reimagine style, and there it is. Yeah, looking sweet, the Nebula Violet Edition. Oh yeah, I'm a fan. I have the orange model, I have the stars and stripes, and now I have the Nebula. Oh yeah, loving it. Well, somebody else in the household is going to like this one too, and it's going to be my wife. Yes, she's going to snag this one, I'm almost guaranteed. Yeah, box pretty simple. Took everything out of the box. Let's see what we get. To the side. We get the star of the show. Oh, look at that. Looking nice. That purple is amazing. If you're making a statement, there you are. It just makes a statement, doesn't it? Look at that. Yeah, it's got that two-style design. I love that. It's got the satin, and then you got the textured finish there. Very nice. All right, set that down. Kind of zoom on down and get up close and personal. In the box, you also get a mag charger, a 1 amp deal. This lights up on the tail here. Red when it's charging, green when it's finished. Pretty easy setup. You just slap it on the bottom. If you don't want to use the mag charger, you could also use the USB-C on the side. Nice. It's got two ways to charge the light. Liking that. So, there's a flashlight. And then we get some instructions, which is pretty basic. This comes with all the models in ArkPro lineup. As you can see, we got an ArkPro Lite, ArkPro, which is in front of us, and the ArkPro Ultra. And I'm going to bring all those out because I have all those, and I'll kind of explain some of the differences so you get educated. Maybe you want a certain version over the other. So as you can see here, you want to look at the middle column. It says ArkPro Lite, ArkPro. We want the middle column there. You can see we got turbo, high, medium, low. We have a pure flood and spot mode. Very nice, and those are the run times right there. I will go over those again, but just in case I missed something, there you go. Now I reviewed the Stars and Stripes edition, which I'm going to show you too in this video. You can look in the iCard section, so if I miss something here, you might find it there. You can see it's got ultraviolet mode. It's got a low and high, which is nice. I believe it's 1200 on the high setting milliwatts, and on the low setting it's 360. That's kind of nice because you have up close and personal. You don't need that high intensity. You'd rather have the low. I'm a fan of that. The light model has a red light mode. It's the only one with the red light in the lineup, so that's kind of nice. I'm a fan of the light model. The price is great, $69, and it has red light. I'm a fan. It doesn't have your laser. So if you need the green laser, you definitely want the ArkPro or the ArkPro Ultra models. And they have a two-stage one, as you can see there, Class 3R and a Class 1. So you have a 5 milliwatt or a 0.39 milliwatt. Nice. And going here, you got specs for the ArkPro and ArkPro Ultra and ArkPro Lite. As you can see, the ArkPro weighs around 115 grams. The Ultra a little heavier, 5 grams heavier. And of course, the Lite being 10 grams lighter. They get the output there. So a little less output on the Pro versus the Ultra. That's just due to its intensity on the floodlight. The floodlight on the Ultra is a special one. You know, I'm trying to mention that. If not, you can check out that review video as well. The Ultra, I'll try to make sure I link it. There you go, and I think we're done there. And then over here we have operating instructions. I'll try to go over everything here, but I'm just going to kind of just go down the line so you guys can see it's just pretty basic stuff there. And I will, again, demo all that and show you what the light's capable of doing and what it isn't. Now it has an internal battery of 2000 milliamp hour versus the Lite's 1350, so that's nice. As you can see, it charges with USB-C at 1.5 hours or with the mag charger at 3 hours. Nice, so twice as fast using the wired connection. On the back here, it talks about the Arc Beat. Now that's only available on the Ultra, which I'll show you. It's just a simple neat little thing they added to it. I think it's fun. Some QR codes. I don't know if you want to hit those. I don't know where they take you, but they take you somewhere fun. All right. Instructional video. There you go. Got a warning, notice. I think that's about it. I think I'm just going to go over to warranty information. There you go. Awesome. There's an Olight app if you need it. Okay, that's cool. And their contact information there. All right, great. Let's get rid of that. So let's talk about the light. Go really quick, and then show you some demo and do some final thoughts at the end here. So as you can see, just a beautiful color. Oh, liking it. I mean, I can't stress how cool this is in person. It's looking pretty good. You know, this is a good rendering of it. My lights are full spectrum, so you're getting the full purple color here in my video. Yeah, looking awesome. So dimensions. So you have some other videos. Dimensions are 4 7/8 of an inch in length, or 124 millimeters. We have a width of 1 1/16 of an inch, or 27 millimeters. And we have a thickness or height of 5/8 of an inch, or 16 millimeters, top to bottom. I didn't include the clip. I think I just measured the body of the flashlight. Nice. So let's do some size comparisons and comparisons in general. So I'm going to bring this up. I'll give you the weight, 115 grams. It'll state it in manual, but let's see what we got. We got basic stuff. So basic flashlights. You have your typical single AA powered flashlight for just size comparisons. We have a AA battery, again, for size comparisons. So end loop here. There you go. I think I have an 18650 running around here. There we are. Yeah, there we go. 18650 flat top. Okay, for just size again, to give you an idea. I think I have a standard round-bodied flashlight just hanging around through night. TC15 version 3. It's a side switch operated, no tail. So yeah, a basic carry light. I use it quite a bit, but I'm liking the flat versions better because of the profile. I'll show it to you here. So let's move these out of the way. Show you this quick profile. Between a tubular style and a flat body. There you go. It's a lot easier to carry the flat light in the pocket versus the round cylinder type, as you can see. Not too bad. All right, great. So get that out of the way. And so other things. So I have some competition. I would like to show a different competition out there. I wouldn't call them direct competitors, but they offer something different and you might be interested. So we have the Claris. This is the Flactech X2. This is all tactical. It's just 2 LEDs, high intensity. That's it. There is no green laser. There's no UV on this thing. It does have a proximity sensor, which is nice. But that's what you get. I think it's got an OLED screen. Oops, hit strobe. Freaky forgetting that red's the strobe. But there you go. Yeah, it does all these cool features. But yeah, it's a Claris model. And what else we got going on? We have a Woobin. Yeah, this is kind of cool. This is the X5. This runs on traditional batteries or a LiPo pack, which I think is cool. And you can replace the battery, which is another neat feature, but it adds a little bulkiness to the size of the flashlight. As you can see, it's definitely a bigger style. Adds a little bit more length to it with those controls. Yeah, there you are. Okay, now the fun part. We're going to compare some of the ArkPro. So we have the ArkPro Lite. Awesome. And the ArkPro Ultra. So just want to go over some basic differences. Like I mentioned before, the Lite, of course, it's shorter. It's a smaller battery, the 1350 milliamp hour versus the 2000. And it has similar controls. As you can see, it has a selector switch here. You have your UV. We have a spot floodlight, and then we have a red LED. So our red LED, there you go. It's 2-stage. Nice. And we got a spot flood, and then we have our ultraviolet. And the ultraviolet's 2-stage as well, which I think is cool on the Lite version. Now this comes in black, and it comes in orange now, which I love orange, by the way, guys. You'll get to see that in a second, but there you go. That's a setup. It's got red in the middle, UV on this side here, and then your spot flood on the right there. Very cool. It's got the mag charging, and it also has the USB-C charging there on the side. Just no laser, but gives you an idea what's going on. There's a Lite version. Now, going to the ArkPro Ultra, what do you get with this one? Well, this one costs $129 retail. Lite was $69. Forgot to mention that. ArkPros are standard around $99. That's without any sales. These go on sale, and so do those every so often. I haven't seen the Lite go on sale yet, but it might. But the Olight Ultra has this special aluminum alloy, which is 1.73 times stronger than the original alloy, so that's kind of cool. It's got the Arc Beat here, which is kind of a neat little indicator of how long you've been using your flashlight. Awesome. It's got the exact same setup with the flood spot combination with the regular ArkPro. It's got the UV, same laser, same dual stage, everything except for the floodlight. This is a special LED. That's a EIP1 LED. It's got a nice neutral white to it. This one here is just a cool white. So you get a little different light source here on the flood and 200 lumen higher output. This is 1500, this is 1700. Give you an idea, but everything else is identical as far as that goes. In the side, a little texture difference with the grip. This is the best grip on the Ultra, but this is second best right here on the ArkPro. I do like the grip on the ArkPro. It's really nice. On this one here, it feels semi-aggressive, not too bad. We'll go over that, but I just want to show you some differences and why you might choose one over the other. But yeah, I think those are good basic differences. Now, these both have the same batteries, if you're wondering. But I think I covered most of that. In case I missed something, I'll bring it back up. If not, I'll have both review videos attached in the iCard section. One for the Lite and one for the Ultra there, so you can check those out. It's pretty nice there. Cool. All right, so let's get into the feature-wise of this light, and then we'll go right to the demoing and final thoughts. So bringing it down, we're going to go really quick here. Since I reviewed this Stars and Stripes already, oh yeah, I got to bring those out too. Okay, so if you're looking for different versions, I believe they're still selling Stars and Stripes, celebrating 250th anniversary of the United States. Awesome. This is great to have on the 4th of July. Heck yeah. Very cool. So if you don't have one, pick one up. Support your country. Yeah. What else do we have? We have the orange, which I love the orange, by the way. I'm a fan of the color orange. So yeah, they got more colors than just this. As you can see, as a collector, it's kind of fun having all the colors. So I'm liking this lineup so far, what I have right in front of me. Very cool. Yeah, I was digging the orange, and then all of a sudden Stars and Stripes came out, had to have it. And of course, the purple, hello. It's just too cool. I mean, come on. If you're a fan of purple, you're going to want that. All right. So there's, yeah, just so you know, these are all ArkPro still. Got the same features. All right. So set those aside. All right. So aluminum alloy body, which is nice, 6061 with their special treatment. Nebula Violet. Yeah. Loving how they did that. The satin finish there, and they did this like painted textured there. Nice. And that wraps around. So it's on the side. It goes to the one side and then to the back side. As you can see, it's half as one and half is the other. I think that's really cool how they did that. Very sweet. Okay, go to the front. We have our protective lens. We have the thrower on the one side there. We have our ultraviolet in the middle, green laser below that, and over here we have a cool white LED in our flood combination as well. So flood is cool white, and of course cool white over here on the spot. And I'll demo that real quick. And again, you have a filter over the UV. If you can see that, it's nice. It's like a nice good rendering of the ultraviolet, and our green laser is protected there as well. So I mentioned the body. It's like a one-piece Uni-Body construction, which is awesome. Great feel. I love the grip on this. Again, I was talking about that. I think it's probably one of the best grips besides the Ultra. I think the Ultra is the best, but this is the second best. Liking that. So charge jack, we got a USB-C hiding out here. 2 amp charge rate. Charges it fast. All modes available except turbo, so that's cool. You can run the ultraviolet laser, the white combinations with the laser, and ultraviolet with the laser if you need that. You can do all that while charging the light from the magnetic base or that USB-C. I think that's awesome. But 2 amp input charges it fast at 1.5 hours, like I mentioned. And then over here we have different switches. I'll talk about the switches here in a second. There's our mag base. Yeah, it can hold a battery, no problem. Yeah, you can see it holds itself, no problem. Yeah. And that's where you slap the charger on. There's the connectors right there. Deep carry body clip. Nice. Wrapped his back end there. So that's comfortable. And a two-way. Okay, got some information on the laser there. Caution on if that'll come into focus. Probably not. Oh, there you go. Okay, cool. ArkPro labeled there. Nice. And yeah, so we have, what is this? IPX7 waterproof and 1 meter drop resistance. So that's nice. So going to the control scheme, it's fairly straightforward. So we'll start here. We got a selector switch. Now if you look here, it says UV. We have a flood symbol, and then we have a spot symbol. So you can see here where it's pointing. So you flip your little selector, it points to the mode you desire. So we'll start in UV, turn on UV, go to our flood, and go to our spot. Show the table there, spot, flood, and ultraviolet. Nice. That's how that works. Very simple. Let's get Iron Man in the picture here. All right, great. So go ahead and just turn that off. Now, yeah, selector switch is very easy to use, one-handed operation. As you can see, it has 2 different light sources. We have our intensity light, what mode we're on the right-hand side. We have our battery status, and of course, yeah, the left is the intensity. So if I turn that intensity up, you'll see it go up. There's 3. We'll go to turbo. There's 4. There you go, and you got 4 bars in green. If you look really close, they're micro-perforated holes, which I think is awesome. I don't know if I could show that on camera. Those are all tiny little holes there. Very cool. Okay, and if you want to lock the light down, you can press and hold, and it locks out the light. So press and hold, keep holding until the lock symbol comes on. Now this light is locked out. It will not turn on in your pocket. Pretty hard to unlock. You just have to hold it. So it'd be pretty hard because it's like recessed the button. So not going to turn it on by accident in your pocket, probably. So we have a lock there, which is nice. All right, so for operating this light, pretty simple. You just one click on, one click off. It has mode memory. It remembers low, medium, or high. And you can start the light out in moon. So if I press and hold from off, we have moon mode. Press and hold. Yeah, there you go. And then we cycle. So if we press and hold, we'll cycle. It goes right to the 3-stage low, medium, high. And from off or on, if we double press, we have turbo, 1, 2. There's turbo. From off, 1, 2, turbo. Beautiful thing, right? And then, yeah, from if you can handle lights, strobing lights or flashing lights, look away. We'll go to strobe mode is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we can strobe from flood or spot. So that's kind of nice. You can do it on the fly. You can change that up. Very nice. All right, turn the strobe off. So that strobe is off. And it shows you the lockout feature. Again, pretty quick stuff. If I missed a mode, you know, it was in the instructions, or you'll see it in the Sergeant Stripes as well, because I covered quite a bit of this light already. So you got all that going on. So we go to UV, and you press and hold on UV mode, and you get the dual intensity. So I'm just pressing and holding. Okay, nice. All right, that's the UV mode, pretty basic. And over here is the laser switch. So you'll see it's got its own dedicated little switch, and it shows laser 3R at its max setting. So it is a couple different modes. So click it on for the laser and click it off to turn it off. So on, off. If you want momentary, press and hold. And now we have momentary. So when I let go, it's going to turn off. So if you just want momentary, if you're pointing something out, let go. Yeah, so you don't have to keep turning it on and off or fumbling with it. You just press and hold. And you got momentary, which I think is a neat setup. But you can turn it on, and then when it's on, once it's clicked on, you can then press and hold to adjust the intensity. So we have low and high. You can see that there. My hand. There you go. And of course, what the laser neat thing is, you can run your LED as well. So if we go to spot, yep, turn it on, and we can point things out with our spot and our laser combination. Do you need to do that? You might. So you can light up an area and then point something out with the laser. You can see how that works, but that's how that works. They designed it that way. It runs on the spot mode as well. Bring it up a little bit. Flood. And then it runs with the UV too, for pointing something out. But look at that, a little glowing little thing. Anyway, you get the idea. Yeah. All right. So we'll go ahead and turn that off. So that's pretty much, I think, most of the controls in a nutshell there. I think I covered most everything you need to know. All right, great. So let's go ahead. Let's head to the garage where I took this flashlight in action. So we're going to go ahead and set this down here. And yeah, take a look at the pictures and then some video I took outdoors with an ArkPro so you get an idea of the spot throw. Typically what you'd use on a walk, and a little bit of the flood. Okay, so let's head to the garage where I took some pictures. Starting with the garage, 15 feet away from the garage door. Lights on turbo flood mode. This is 1500 lumens. Expect a runtime of 4 minutes before it throttles down to 520 lumens, and it runs for 140 minutes before the battery is depleted. Now we're on high flood. This is 520 lumens. Expect a runtime of 155 minutes before it throttles down to 100 lumens, and runs the remainder of the battery out in 10 minutes. Now we have a useful mode, the medium flood mode. This is 100 lumens. Expect a total runtime of 13 hours. You can use this mode everywhere around the house. You'll find yourself using this one most because it saves the power and makes it last longer between charges. And now we're on low flood. This is 15 lumens. Expect a runtime of 72 hours. Use the low flood if you're trying to navigate smaller areas and you don't need the intensity of the others. Now we're moving over to spot mode. This is turbo spot. This is 800 lumens. Expect a runtime of 4 minutes before it throttles down to 400 lumens. It runs the remainder of the battery out in 130 minutes. Expect a total throw of 205 meters with this setting. Now we have high spot. This is 400 lumens. Expect a total runtime of 125 minutes before it throttles down to 100 lumens, and will run the remainder of the battery out in 10 minutes. Moving on to medium spot. A nice useful mode, 100 lumens, expect a runtime of 10 hours. Again, these medium and low modes are very nice to use, and they have handy around the home. Last picture here is low. This is spot mode again, 15 lumens. Expect a total runtime of 66 hours. Fantastic. Now we're going to head outside where I took some video of this ArkPro in action, and you can kind of see what kind of distance you expect with the spot mode and a little bit of what the flood provides. Let's go check that video out. Go to turbo with the spot mode. Archway there's 30 feet. Tree left there is 40 feet. Tree down range is about 100 feet. Not sure if the camera's picking that up. Tree behind the archway is 50 feet. This gives you a general idea of the throw portion of this light. Now we're just going to switch over to the flood. kind of flooding the area there. Archway. Barely making out the tree to the left there at 40 feet. Pretty much just lights up the sidewalk real nice. Kind of a nice edge-to-edge spill here. As I move the light 90 degrees. Here we go. Okay, let's do a benchtop demo now. So I'm going to turn some lights off here. Get the ArkPro lit up. Alright, get an idea. I'm in the flood mode. So you can kind of see, I believe I'm on low. You can see kind of just how diffused it is. Really nice for up close and personal. Turn this off, I'll even go to moon mode. There's moon mode. Moon is great. I'm going to show you some a test here in a moment with a radio. This is a radio channel, so a lot of people want to use this flashlight with their radios. I mean, it works really well in this mode here, this moon mode. So I'm going to go ahead and just turn this back, cycle this up, low, aim at the ceiling. So we got low, medium, high, and turbo. So it's turbo flood. Go back down. So we got low, medium, high. Okay. And then turbo. I'm doing off to the side because it kind of oversaturates the camera, but you get the idea. That's turbo. We'll go over to spot, and it's turbo spot. We'll go, there you go. So there's low, medium, high, and then turbo spot. Low. You kind of see how the spot works. Nice spill, nice hot center. Nice cool white. It's not too bad. Still renders the colors okay. You know, your typical probably CRF 70, 75, something like that. So let's go ahead and just cycle that up. You get the idea, right? Ceiling. Okay. UV. All right. Dual stage. Yeah. Higher stage. You can see all the dust on my table. You never get the dust off. Never. That's cool. And of course, our laser. So go to laser mode. There's Laser Man, Iron Man. Okay, low, class 1 and class 3R. High output. Beautiful thing. All right, great. So go ahead and turn that off. Let's go to our, actually, yeah. We're going to switch over. Mode memory is nice. And we're going to go to start out in low, do a radio demo real quick, and do final thoughts.
Coverage continues on ESPN. Right now, Sports Center all night. How about the comeback we saw in Atlanta? It's scoring again. This is impossible to show two fans lost the game. You can never come to that. What performance from the defending champions in the end? Somehow, he's rolling back the clock. How can it be so wrong? But Missy is still at the top of the score. Brady taking the social media. So that might top 28-3.
Okay, cool. You got the idea there. Go ahead and just turn it on. Moon, there we go. See what I'm doing? My lights, okay, great. So I'm in the dark there. Can't see what's going on outside the light. So let's go ahead and turn that off. Do final thoughts on the Nebula Violet Edition. Yes, my likes, dislikes, and final opinion. It's pretty much the same as Stars and Stripes because they're identical flashlights. If you haven't seen that video, well, go ahead and check it out. So this bad boy, what do I like about it? Well, I like the premium build quality. Absolutely amazing. Of course, I like the finish. Yeah, the treatment is amazing for the Nebula version. If you guys like purple, grab one. I like purple. I had a purple car at one time. Yeah, it was awesome. I had it for quite a while, like 17 years. So yeah. Very cool stuff. There you go. There's your 2-stage. Loving that finish. What else do I like about it? Typical, the high-capacity battery, 2,000 milliamp hour. Same as the Ultra series. Again, you can't... I'm just going to have these here kind of so you have an idea. There are colors out there. I can just angle a little bit so you guys can see them. I'll get the light version. I'll kind of throw that in here. Sneak it in because, they got magnetic bases. Kind of repelling each other a little bit. Yeah, they are. That's fun. You get the idea, right? For size and everything. But yeah, I'm liking the different versions. Dual charging. I like having the ability to do USB-C and magnetic base. That's awesome. I like this grip. Grip enough. It's not too aggressive and it's not too weak. So it's right in between. It's nice. It's a nice feeling to a nice premium feel grip. I like that. All modes available while charging. So when you're using your mag base or USB-C charging, all modes available to you. Can't stress that enough how cool that is, except you don't get turbo, but it's not a big deal. You don't really want to be running turbo while you're charging anyway. Too much stress on the light. Lockout mode, I do like having that feature. Very handy as well. Usable step modes. You talked about all the step modes I showed you? Yeah, there's a ton of them, and they're all usable. And you have your spot and flood control. That's also awesome. Those dual output modes. And also, yeah, output modes on the laser. Class 3R, Class 1, and of course your UV. We have 2-stage UV. I like having that. That's nice. So I'm a fan of that. So I think I covered most of what I liked about this flashlight. Simple controls, mode memory. I mean, it's pretty basic stuff, but the stuff I like, I'm glad they have that. Dislikes and wants. If they added a beacon mode to the white light section, that'd be really nice. I know they have strobe, but a beacon mode would be really neat. I'm sure many of you would agree. Beacon is pretty survival orientated, and if you probably have this and need it in emergency, because you always carry this, you might want that. I mean, you could manually do it, but it's a little harder. I think that would be a nice feature. So, user replaceable battery is a big deal. I don't know how they could do it with this light, but that would be a neat thing if they could. It looks like it's factory replaceable, but I don't think it's user replaceable. So, something to keep in mind when you're buying these lights. Like I said, there's only a few out there that have batteries that are replaceable, like this Lubin. But again, it's kind of more functional than it is designer looking. So, it just depends on what you need. This kind of has all the same stuff. It has lasers, UV. Okay, this one's a little bit more going on. The Olight definitely has a bit more feature-wise, but, this just has a replaceable battery, which I think is cool. They can do it. So just knowing that is a good thing. So I would love to have that. Now, overall opinion, the ArkPro is the better value if you don't need the extras that the Ultra provides, and you don't need, if you need the green laser. Now, the Lite is a good option if you need the red light mode. So out of all of these, this one fits right in the middle of probably most people's use case is what they're going to want. They're going to want the ArkPro, most people. And there are people that are going to want the upgrade to the Ultra. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a like if you did. Two, if you like Olight products, you want to see more, hit subscribe to the bell icon. They're an awesome company. They built some amazing flashlights. They really push the envelope on design. And we're just customizing. I think that's neat. Make a personalized touch as well. You're buying a premium light, and why not have a premium look? I love that. I just absolutely love that. They do that. Fantastic job. Olight. Rock and roll. And of course, 3, comment down below which version you'd like. Are you a fan of the Ultra? Yeah, gotta have the best of the best. Or are you a fan of just the Lite? Budget man. Budget friendly. Yeah, do you like the simple? And the red light. I mean, the reds for me is like the biggest selling point in this whole thing is having that red light. If these had red light, I'd be like, what? This wouldn't be a big thing for me, but since these don't have red, this one I really am digging because I do use red quite a bit. So there you go. Protect your night vision. But let me know which one you'd pick in the comment section down below. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next awesome video.